Never look out your window at night, because what you might see could haunt you forever. Tonight, we're diving into a terrifying tale about a female demon who appears in the darkness and the chilling mystery behind her presence. If you dare, let's begin. Our story centers around Emma, a young woman living alone in a quaint, old house. She had always been fascinated by the paranormal, but her curiosity was about to lead her into a nightmare. Emma's house, with its creaky floors and drafty windows, had an eerie charm. It was the perfect place to indulge her passion for ghost stories and supernatural phenomena. One stormy night, as Emma sat reading a book, she heard a strange, tapping sound at her window. She looked up, expecting to see branches swaying in the wind, but what she saw made her blood run cold. There, in the darkness, was the faint outline of a woman, with long black hair and a long white shirt. Her face was hidden in shadow, but Emma could feel her gaze piercing through the glass. Emma's heart pounded as she closed the curtains, hoping the figure would disappear. She tried to rationalize it, convincing herself it was just a trick of the light. But deep down, she knew something was terribly wrong. The next night, the tapping returned. This time, it was more insistent. Emma peeked through the curtains and saw the same woman, standing in the exact same spot. Her hair flowed like a dark river, and her shirt seemed to glow in the moonlight. Emma felt a mix of fear and curiosity. She decided to investigate, hoping to uncover the mystery behind the apparition. She grabbed her flashlight and cautiously opened the front door. The night was silent, except for the sound of raindrops hitting the pavement. Emma's flashlight beam cut through the darkness as she made her way around the house. She reached the window where she had seen the woman, but there was no sign of her. Emma's mind raced as she tried to make sense of what she had seen. She returned to the house, determined to find answers. She spent hours researching local legends and folklore, hoping to find a clue. She discovered stories of a woman named ELIZA, who had lived in the house many years ago. ELIZA was known for her long black hair and white dresses. The story spoke of her tragic fate. She had drowned in the nearby lake, under mysterious circumstances. Emma felt a chill run down her spine. Could the woman she had seen be the ghost of ELIZA? The more she learned, the more convinced she became. She decided to delve deeper into ELIZA's past, hoping to uncover the truth. Over the next few days, Emma experienced more strange occurrences. She heard whispers in the night, saw fleeting shadows, and felt an icy presence in the house. It was as if ELIZA was trying to communicate with her. Emma's obsession with the mystery grew. She visited the local library, poring over old newspapers and records. She spoke with elderly neighbors, who remembered stories about ELIZA and the haunting. One evening, Emma found an old journal, hidden in the attic. The journal belonged to ELIZA, and its pages were filled with her thoughts and experiences. As Emma read, she felt a deep connection to ELIZA and her tragic story. The journal revealed that ELIZA had been in love with a man named Thomas. They had planned to elope, but their plans were thwarted by a jealous suitor who spread malicious rumors. Heartbroken, ELIZA had fled to the lake, where she met her untimely end. Emma's heart ached for ELIZA. She realized that the ghostly presence was not malevolent, but a tormented soul seeking closure. Emma was determined to help ELIZA find peace. She decided to visit the lake where ELIZA had drowned, hoping to uncover more clues. As she stood by the water's edge, she felt a sudden chill, and heard a faint whisper, calling her name. Emma knew she was in the right place. She searched the area, finding an old, rusted locket half buried in the mud. Inside the locket was a faded photograph of ELIZA and Thomas. Emma knew this was a significant discovery. She returned home, determined to perform a ritual to help ELIZA find peace. She researched various cleansing and banishment rituals, gathering the necessary items. The night of the full moon, she began the ritual in her living room. The air grew cold as Emma recited the incantation, holding the locket in her hand. She felt a presence around her, and the room seemed to fill with a ghostly light. Emma's heart pounded as she continued the ritual, hoping it would work. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and ELIZA's ghostly figure appeared before her. Emma's breath caught in her throat as she saw the sorrow in ELIZA's eyes. She continued the ritual, her voice steady despite her fear. As she finished the incantation, ELIZA's figure began to fade. The air grew warmer, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. Emma knew she had succeeded. She had helped ELIZA find peace. Emma felt a wave of relief and sadness. She had connected with a tormented soul, and helped her move on, but the experience had left a mark on her. She would never forget ELIZA, and the haunting presence that had brought them together. If you enjoyed this terrifying tale, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling stories.